wish I was walking so I could slow down and really point these out. But on this power box on the right, there's a smiley face sticker. And right here, there's this thing that says smile that's like affixed to this fence. This like flag. I'll talk more about that later. So really quick, that smile thing, I want to talk about it because I think it's interesting, because I've seen on Reddit someone post about it, and it's like someone, just some random person or persons, are going around, they spent money on these like posters and flags and stickers, and they're putting them on city property just to like remind people to smile and like things are good. It's fucking vandalism. There's no two ways about it. Like, if I were to put up graffiti stickers that are the same shape and size and whatever else, it would be a problem. But because of the message, all of a sudden it's not a problem. Regardless of the fact that it still is using city property for personal communication. And that I have an issue with, because I could use love as like, I could do that in graffiti. I could write smile in graffiti and like spray paint it on stuff, or like I said, do stickers like them, or like fasten my flags and posters and whatever to like fences, and it would be a problem. And there's a bunch of it. There's a bunch of it up, not just those two that you saw in the car. I think that's just a really interesting paradox, or just allowance, or just like, oh, it's okay because why? Like, it's still someone's personal communication, someone's personal thing that they get to whatever spread their message to the community. And that's the whole thing, is that as an individual without money who can't just erect billboards wherever we want, then if we were going to communicate that way, well, then we do it in this illegal way. But because the message, someone's not recognizing one is positive and the other one is positive, and the other one could be way more creative and artistic and bring a smile at people's face without actually just saying smile with a yellow smiley face, it's different. And I don't like that difference. Whew. Man, I just had a little bit of panic. So I saw John, like owner of the building, who I pay my rent to, leaving the studio, or looked like he was leaving, and I was coming into the studio with these, which we'll talk about in a minute, because it's not what I think they were. Well, let's talk about them now. They're really big. I got them on the Lethbridge buy and sell, $30, and they're like, I don't know what size they are, like 30 something by 30 something. And I was like, hell yeah, it's like $10 each. I can turn this around. Not canvas though. They're like vinyl, like crappy kitchen tablecloth type material. So when I gesso them, we'll see if I can use them. But anyway, I get all the way up here, and I don't have my key on me. And I was like, oh, I took it off the other day, and then I thought I put it back on, and it's the only time I've ever taken that key off the keyring. I just don't take my keys off key rings for like really any reason. And I did it the other day, and I didn't put it back on, so it was in the studio. And I was like, I don't know if it's in there for sure, but I don't have it on my key ring. What's gonna go on? And then John was here. He wasn't leaving. He was just coming here, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. So he's got a key to my studio space because I have to give him one, and I pay rent to him. And he opens his drawer, and there's like 50 keys in there, and we're trying to find the key, and just like can't find the key. Can't find the key anywhere, and we tried like a whole bunch, and just they're not labeled or anything. So we tried a whole bunch, didn't work. Went back, brought some more, finally got it open. He tried he tried jimmying it first when we couldn't. The first round of keys that we tried didn't work, and that didn't work. So I'm glad that I found the key. My key was sitting right here, and now it's on my key ring. But I just this pit in my stomach of like, oh no, like what am I gonna do right now? Like Randy's got a spare key. Randy's at work though, and it was like when I have to wait till she gets off work, am I gonna go meet her somewhere and then come back here? I'm wasting so much time, and I did waste a lot of time. But I'm just glad that I have it. And anyway, now I'm gonna gesso these and see what happens. Well, went to the doctor again today. It's been about 2 weeks since my left ear has like been fluctuating with feeling muffled and plugged up, and then not. it doesn't feel like 100% ever, but sometimes it's like, oh, I feel like I'm running at like 90%. And other times it feels like I'm only running at like 30%, and it's really plugged up and weird. And so the second time I've been to the doctor, because I went after the first week, he was like, let's give it another week. And I was like, okay. Gave it another week and still there. So I got a hearing test tomorrow. And then I got some nasal spray to use as well. So we'll see what happens there. Apparently, the pharmacist was telling me this nasal spray doesn't do anything for like 6 to 8 weeks. I'm like, man, if I have this problem for 6 to 8 weeks, like apparently all it does is just like open things up a bit. I'm like, what is that supposed to do? My ears are pristine. He said they're glistening, which is a weird word to use, but he's like, yeah, they're super clean. There's no wax buildup. There's nothing in there. Like, so I don't know. But it's not going away on its own. I'm also having like more headaches than normal, but I don't know if it's associated with this or if it's just like crappy sleep and stress, which all of that stuff's related. So I think I got a tumor. So I feel like something's going on that's like putting pressure and weirdness in my ear, and I don't know. But it fluctuates. That's the weird thing. Like sometimes it's like better, and then like, the end of the day it's like worse, or vice versa. It's like completely random. I don't have any other symptoms. So I probably got a tumor. And with that, we'll see you on another time. That's the vlog. That is it. That is all. Is that all? That's all. Is there anything else? I got a conversation about respect, and that kind of went really sideways and off the rails. So that's there. And what else? Bye.